So, ladies and gentlemen, interesting information hitting the wires today from the States, almost like an old-fashioned Lee Marvin palimony case. Seems Tiger Woods' ex-girlfriend has accused him of sexual harassment in a recent court filing lawsuit. Erica Herman is seeking 30 million US in damages after relationship and breakup. Now, according to Associated Press and CBC via Terry Spencer of AP, in-court documents filed late Friday, Tiger Woods' ex-girlfriend Erica Herman accused the pro golfer of having his lawyer break up with her at an airport in October of 2022 after falsely telling her they were going on a weekend trip. Now, this legal battle has escalated, with Herman accusing the golf superstar of beginning their sexual relationship when she was an employee and threatening to fire her if she didn't sign a non-disclosure agreement she now wants voided. We are providing this as a public interest, and again, all allegations have not been proven in court. Herman, in court documents filed late Friday, which is 5th of May, also accused Woods of having his lawyer break up with her at the airport in October. The lawyer then evicted her from Woods' $50 million mansion north of Palm Beach. The documents were filed in advance of a scheduled hearing for Tuesday, where Woods' attorneys are expected to ask Circuit Court Judge Elizabeth Metzger to halt Herman's lawsuit against her billionaire client. They say the former couple's non-disclosure agreement requires all disputes be settled privately by an arbitrator and not in court. Now, Herman, who managed Woods' Palm Beach County restaurant before and during the first years of the romantic relationship, argues the non-disclosure agreement is unenforceable under a new federal law that says such contracts can be avoided when sexual abuse or sexual harassment occurred. Her attorney, Benjamin Hodas, contends that Woods allegedly threatened to fire her if she didn't sign the contract. Who didn't sign the contract was harassment. Now, a boss imposing different work conditions on his employee because of their sexual relationship is sexual harassment, Hodas said. Herman, who just turned 39, is separately suing the trust that owns Woods' mansion for $30 million, saying he verbally promised her some 6 years ago she would live there for at least 11 years, but kicked her out after 5. Woods' attorney, J.B. Murray, denies the 47-year-old golfer ever sexually harassed or assaulted her, calling her accusations in court documents utterly meritless. Neither Hodas nor Murray responded to emails and phone calls seeking comment. It is unknown if Woods will attend Tuesday's hearing. Now, in Herman's lawsuit against Woods, she wants Judge Metzger to either void the non-disclosure agreement or at least give her guidance about what she can say publicly. For example, can she discuss events that happened before the agreement or after the breakup? What about information she learned about Woods from others? She is also arguing the contract covers only her work relationship with Woods, not their personal matters. Now, in her unlawful eviction lawsuit against the trust, she's basing her $30 million claim on how much it would cost to rent a property like Woods' mansion for the 6 years of residence she was allegedly denied. When Hodas filed her lawsuit against the trust in October, he checked a box on a standardized form saying the case did not involve sexual abuse. In Herman's March lawsuit against Woods, Hodas checked the box saying the case does involve abuse. Hodas has not explained the apparent discrepancy. Now, before they dated, Woods hired Herman in 2014 to help develop and then operate the golfers' The Woods Sports Bar and Restaurant in nearby Jupiter, but he did not agree when their romantic relationship and cohabitation began. Herman says in court filings their romantic relationship began in 2015, and then in late 2016, she moved into Woods' palatial estate, a nearly 30,000 square foot or 2,800 square meter mansion in the ritzy Hobe Sound community. Now, Woods, in his court documents, says their romantic relationship began in 2007, shortly began before she moved in within that August, about the time the non-disclosure agreement was signed. In March of 2017, Woods had placed a mansion into the Jupiter Island Irrevocable Homestead Trust, an entity he created that has only himself and his 2 children as beneficiaries. Forbes magazine, as of this Just to recap, as of this presentation or writing, the entity of the Jupiter Island Homestead Trust has only himself and his 2 children as beneficiaries. Forbes magazine estimates Woods' net worth at $1.1 billion US. They were first seen publicly as a couple at the President's Cup in late September 2017, and Herman has been a steady presence at the larger tournaments and events, such as the 2019 Masters, his last win. She was also with Woods at the White House in 2009 when President Trump awarded her the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Now, according to Herman, she says Woods pressured her to quit her job managing the restaurant in 2020, saying he wanted her to spend more time taking care of him and his children. Herman says Woods evicted her through trickery. She says Woods told her they were going on a weekend trip to the Bahamas, so she packed a small bag and he drove her to the airport, where he parked near a private plane. But instead of boarding, Woods told Herman to talk to his lawyer and left, she said. Out of the blue, the lawyer told her relationship was over and she was being evicted, she says. She says she then refused to sign another non-disclosure agreement the lawyer tried to force upon her. Now, when Woods' lawyers returned her personal belongings, they kept $40,000 in cash, making scurrilous and defamatory allegations about she obtained it, she alleges. Now, Woods and his former wife, Ellen Nordrigan, divorced in 2020, some 9 months after he was caught in a series of extramarital affairs that costed blue-chip corporate sponsors and tarnished an image that had been largely impeccable. Since then, he has had a series of injuries and surgeries, including fusion surgery in his lower back in 2017 and shattered bones in his right leg from a February 2021 crash in LA when he drove his SUV off a coastal road while driving about 137 kilometers per hour. Now, Woods did make the cut at the recent Masters, but withdrew during the 3rd round because of foot pain. He had underwent ankle surgery last month. It is unknown when he will compete next. Now, as it stands right now, ladies and gentlemen, there is no talk of anything resembling a settlement. So as it stands right now, this is, again, a combination of a palimony case and a harassment lawsuit. Now, according to U.S. law, this comes under harassment edicts. Now, I'm not a big fan of Tiger Woods, nor am I a big fan of golf in 2023 because of the ongoing PGA Live battle, rich people fighting over more money. But as it stands right now, Tiger Woods' decisions on his romantic life have been front page news for more than a decade now. So I would suspect there might be a settlement out of court, but as it stands right now, it's not going to bankrupt him. He's not going to hurt his reputation because in Canada, his reputation is not negative or positive. In the States, it's the same way. So it's basically more personal than something is going to affect his professional career. Because from a regular winning standpoint, this is not the Tiger Woods of a quarter century ago. This is Tiger Woods at the tail end of whatever career he had. So, again, we'll keep you updated. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, we provide the information as a public service. All the allegations have not been proven in court. So we'll leave it at that. And say if you're a golf fan, don't forget, PGA and Live Tour is always on the major Canadian channels every weekend. We know that the Game Show Network or Game Network in Canada is showing Live on the weekend. If you want to check that out, please support any type of amateur golf across Canada. If you don't like what Tiger Woods did, get back at him by supporting real golfers and not the soap opera that seems to be part of his life week after month after year. Thanks for listening. Bye.